Hello, my name's Rachel and I'm the clinical animal behaviourist who runs Nose to Trail Pet Behaviour Services. If you're watching this video, you may have already booked your clinical animal behaviour consult for your pet. This is just a short video to let you know a little bit about what to expect during your consult. Hopefully by now you're aware that initial consults take place over Zoom. And that's why I'm recording this on the Zoom platform so you can see what you will be looking at on the day of your session. In your email, you will get a login for your individual Zoom call. Follow the details, click the link and type in the password relating to your consult. When you've done that, a little message will pop up my end and I will let you in. This is just so I can be sure that there's only you or the people we are expecting to attend your consult who are able to get into the Zoom room. If you have any difficulty accessing Zoom or you've never used Zoom before, then it's worth having a practice go before your consult so that you're guaranteed to have the time you need with me to discuss your dog's behaviour problems rather than having any difficulty in spending time wasting it looking at technology. Download the app onto your laptop, your iPad or your phone and use that and do a practice run. If you haven't been able to do that, then you can use the web version and you should just be able to click the link in the email that I send to you and it should pop up and open the Zoom platform onto your device for you. If for whatever reason you do have technology problems on the day, then please don't panic. What you can do is you can give me a ring, drop me a text or an email, and I will try and help you through it. If the worst comes to the worst, we can do it over the phone, but I would prefer to use something like Zoom with you so that I can share documents and videos to help us as we go through your consult. During your consult, we will look at the information that you provided to me on your pre-consult behaviour form. I will have questions that I want to ask about your dog that will help me to understand the emotions and motivations behind your dog's behaviour. There may seem to be some random questions that I ask, but they make sense to me and there is a reason I'm asking them. The more you can tell me about your dog, the better. Please relax and feel comfortable. I want you to enjoy the experience as much as possible, even though I know some of the things we're going to talk about may not be easy for you. You may also want to send me some video footage of your dog and the behaviour problems you're having with your dog in advance of the session. You can do that via email or you can send them over to me on WhatsApp to the number which you've been sent, which is 0750 60 59019. Once I've gone through the information that you've provided, I may have some questions about your dog's health. I will have looked at the vet history that has been provided to me in advance of the consult, and for some of the dogs this is quite long, so please don't worry if you can't remember the exact date and time that your dog went to the vets. That doesn't matter. But if you can tell me information about any accidents that they might have had, any injuries or ill health, then that may also help us pick together the bits of the puzzle that are causing your dog to have the problems they are currently having. Once we've gone through all of the questions about your history of your dog's behaviour and your dog's medical history, I will then start formulating a plan of action of what we are going to do to help to get your dog past these behaviour problems. At that point, we may do some live training and I may ask you to have your laptop or your device set up so that I can see you and your dog on the screen so I can coach you through some basics of training. If we need to do further practicals, that's when I will come out to you and see you in the home or meet you at a suitable location to start putting these bits of training into practice. Sometimes, however, it's actually better for me just to share my screen and show you some examples of what we're going to be looking at. I can share with you handouts like this so that you can see the images and the training that we're going to work through, which can be really helpful. I may also send you some bits of homework to watch to give you more information on things like dog body language, the equipment you might be using with your dog, and also just some little bits of reminders to help you with the actual practical training that you'll be implementing between our initial behaviour consult and your follow-up session, which usually takes place around 2 weeks later. At the end of the session, there's always an opportunity for you to ask any questions. And if there's any situations where you think, I really need to know what to do if my dog does X, Y, or Z, you can ask them if I haven't already covered those off during the consult. We will then look at our diaries to make sure you know when you're working at kind of your rotas for the next couple of weeks, or have your diary with you, because we'll schedule your follow-up call during your initial consult. Your follow-up session lasts around an hour and again usually takes place over Zoom. It's a time for us to go through the homework that you've been set and see how your dog is progressing. During that follow-up call is when we can look at some plans and decide whether you want additional support, maybe in the form of a bronze, silver, or gold package to help you for 3, 6, or 9 months to help you get over the problems you're having with your dog. Some people don't need a follow-up session and don't book any packages, and that's absolutely fine. If we've resolved everything in our first 2 sessions, that's perfect. You can always get back in touch in the future if you need to. There is no commitment required from you at this stage to say you're going to work with me for the next 3, 6, or 9 months. That ball lies with you and how much support and help you feel you and your dog need to reach your training goals together. During your consult, your dog does not need to be sat perfectly still. Your dog does not need to be perfectly quiet. So please don't panic if they bark, if you need to answer the door, if you need to make a cup of tea or coffee during your consult. It is your session and I want you to feel as comfortable as possible. So please do what you need to do, but ideally make yourself sat comfortable, maybe in the living room, somewhere where you can try and relax and listen and take in as much information as possible during the session. Hopefully after watching this video, things are a bit clearer about what you're going to go through during your initial consult. But if you do have any questions, please get in touch. You can pop me an email, drop me a text, or even give me a phone call, and we will go through things and make sure you're prepared for your 2-hour initial consult. I look forward to training with you and your dog really soon.